What's going on? It's Justeeni here. I've got another one of the turn planning moments. So yeah, we have a turn. This time though, it's very early in the game. Instead of looking at some specific tactics, we're going to be looking at some long-term strategy decisions. So first off, here's my current tech tree. Only turn 6. Not a lot's happened yet. We're against Lingueeni, as you can see by the terrain. They're doing pretty well. Just over 2,000 points. And the big question is what to do here. I mean, this might be obvious to some of you, but, you know, just give a chance to think about things. What should we be aiming for? Now, the first thing that definitely should come to mind is, wow, that's a lot of forest, and we already have forestry. Let's get math, and probably trade. Which means we want to be looking at market spots. Yes, it's only turn 6, and we're looking at market spots. I was actually looking at them before to decide if I even wanted forestry. But yeah, this is a good time to look at them as well. So in terms of market spots, right away this pops out. I can get sawmill, sawmill, market, market. That's 2 level 5s. Sawmill here, and then chop 1, also level 5, and then a level 2 here. That's a total of 17 levels. There are some other setups like sawmill, sawmill, market, market. So that's a level 5 and a level 3. Although you add this, chop here once again. So then that's a level 7, a level 4, and a level 5. And then a level 2. And yeah, what's that? So 7 plus 5, that's 12. 16, 18. So that's actually slightly better. It does mean like a little bit lower levels of other things, although it does leave some leeway for chopping. Like you can chop this forest if you want to. So that's something to consider. Again, I'm just gonna make sure. So again, that would be 5 and 5, which is 10. And then this would be another 5, 15. Plus 2 is 17. Versus 5. Oh, I did miscount because I have to chop this forest for the market spot. So that means that this is actually much worse. Chopping this forest isn't very good. I could consider though sawmill, sawmill, level 4 market, and then level 6 market, level 4 market. That would be 14, 16, so also not very good. So I think that original plan that I had with the 2 level 5 markets and then the 3rd level 5 market, that's 17 total. That seems quite good. Looking at the other cities, they don't have very promising markets, most likely going to be using forges to get that going. And luckily, if there happens to be mines here, it actually works better with my current mine plan, except for in this area where it might not be as good. But I think that's fine. So I know which force I want to keep. I want to keep all of these. Or I don't want to keep this. But the other ones here, I do want to keep. I don't need to keep this. I can keep it around just in case. I don't need to keep either of these. And that does affect the short term just a little bit. So in this position, I can upgrade both of my cities. But I can also upgrade this city. If I upgrade this city, this costs 7 stars. And I get 5 back, but that means I don't have enough to upgrade my other things. Now another thing is, do I want to get a workshop or explorer here? Based on the terrain I see over here, I'm assuming that the opponent is in this general area. And because of the game plan we're going with, very greedy math into trade, I probably want to get a workshop to get that going sooner. An explorer isn't going to help because I'm not trying to expand quickly. I'm trying to build up a fast economy. Now, other things to keep in mind. I guess I can do my other unit movements. I see, for example, here, this is a water tile. This is a water tile, and this is a water tile. Not really much going on over here, unfortunately. So this warrior might actually be best off exploring north with the other warrior. Now here, this is also water. There's a lot of land behind here. So there are villages, but just not quite accessible. This warrior is most likely going to be going towards this ruin. So this warrior, though, we want it to go north. And there's a ruin here, so it makes sense for this warrior to go. In fact, this warrior can actually go towards the ruin if I want, and this can go somewhere else. I can do that, or I can choose to go for the ruin. Really just depends on what I feel like doing. So this warrior, though, is going to join and go north as well. This warrior on the village, and this warrior towards the ruin. So, yeah, and now I know that I can chop. I can chop for my market that I know I'm going to get. That gives me the level 5. And if I go with the upgrade, I can do this lumber hut, this lumber hut. I don't think it matters. I can use a sawmill here actually, so I don't need these forests actually, which is pretty nice. So we'll do that lumber hut. And so yeah, currently I have 7. I need just 1 more. I like the idea of chopping this, giving future riders more room to expand. This feels like a pretty sure chop here. And so that's going to leave me, after all is said and done, kind of chilling. Nice. 14 star per turn. And I have access to some ruins. I'm about to take another city. Math is 16. If I want to like chop and get that pre-cap, I can do that. Or just not. I probably will. Again, I can chop both of these if I want to, or at least one of them. Although road connection sawmill does it as well. Or I can chop one or both of these, giving me math. And having math on turn 7, working towards riders and roads, which I'll already want against Imanti, then trade. Setting up good markets. Ruins can potentially help me accelerate things. All in all, pretty good. So yeah, I have my whole entire, not only this turn, but also next turn and a good game plan beyond. Again, I think this is kind of like a relatively like simple kind of beginner friendly example. It's pretty apparent what you're supposed to do. There's not a lot of other big decisions, like riding is a candidate option, but it's not great here because of all this water and because like these lumber huts aren't going to build themselves. So yeah, hopefully this was kind of helpful. Again, this thought process and all that. These videos are pretty fun to make when I get the chance. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub, and have a good one.